These are 5 things that rock about the PlayStation 5. What's going on, everybody? My name is Hani. As we all know, we have an entirely new generation of gaming bestowed upon us by the good people at Sony and Microsoft, bringing us 2 brand new consoles, the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X. And while we're hopped up on all this excitement, it's important for us to take a step back and take a clear look at exactly what makes this generation so great. You don't just take your bike to work one day and decide, oh my god, this console generation is incredible, right? You have to know the facts. So we're gonna break down the 5 things that make Sony's offering the PlayStation 5 so great. Now, before we get started, make sure to like the video if you enjoy the video at any point, or if it brings you any sort of value, make sure to hit the subscribe button for more videos. It helps the channel out a lot. And make sure to hit the noti bell so you join Noti Squad and so you don't miss out on future videos. I've also started streaming on Twitch, and if you don't want to miss out on anything next gen, I'm going to be unboxing and playing all the next gen consoles on launch on Twitch, streaming twitch.tv/pixelated. I've left a link in the description, so go ahead, check the link in the description, twitch.tv/pixelated, hit that follow because you don't want to miss this. Alright, now here's the 5 things that rock about the PlayStation 5. Number 1. The new controller is ridiculous. I feel like this almost goes without saying. Literally everyone who's got their hands on the controller, who's held it, reviewed it, gave their take on it, not a single individual on this goddamn piece of marble we call Earth has had a single negative thing to say about it. Sony took their previous controller designs and rebuilt it into this magnificent piece of machinery right here. With its more in-hand friendly design to the built-in features, everything about this controller is a significant upgrade. With the haptic feedback, the adaptive triggers, to the built-in mic that you can use for voice chatting, but most likely also for some in-game features, to the iconic touchpad that's been smoothed out and doesn't make a loud clicky sound when you press it down anymore. The attention to detail here is unmatched. There isn't a single thing that hasn't been upgraded about this controller. Well, except for the thumbsticks. But I mean, what were you expecting? Number 2, the new design is bold and commands attention. Again, something that is extremely apparent as soon as you see it is the PlayStation 5's attention-hungry design. Nobody saw this coming, but Sony went out of their way to make sure that people knew that the PS5 design was like no other. And to be honest, I kind of expected this from them. While the PS4 was a very nice angled design, it followed a little more conventional design language and was plenty more tame. But if you look at the PS3's original design, you knew that Sony was that company that always went out of their way to think of unconventional design that may not be the most versatile, but it seeks to challenge your idea of console design. The PS5 is the new PS3, but done better. Not only did they try to innovate in the hardware department, which they did successfully this time, not like with the PS3 where it was more of a burden, but they innovated in the design department and it shows. With a white and black two-tone color palette, a design that resembles a luxury condo when stood upright, and glows blue when turned on for that extra flair. Something tells me I'm not gonna get tired of looking at this for a long time. Number 3, new SSD technology. Let's not get two ways about this. As gamers, when we hear about innovation tech in gaming, our ears perk up and the soft fuzzy peach hairs on our body stand up in giddy joy. Let's not play ourselves here. Even when Sony announced the PS3 with a custom tech configuration that ended up being more messy and more of a burden than we had hoped, we were still unrealistically excited about what it could achieve. Obviously, it turned out to be more of a headache than it was worth, but with the PS5, the new industry-leading SSD is something to marvel at. Sony has obviously learned from its mistakes at this point and knows not to introduce tech that is more of a burden than an advancement in the game development cycle. And this SSD has proven to be the fastest in the market, bringing load times for PS5 games to the fastest level possible, even down to single-digit seconds. This is something everybody is excited about across the board. There are few things worse than knowing your gaming experience is marred by the fact that loading screens are chewing minutes and cumulatively chewing hours out of it. Number 4, the launch lineup is actually exciting. I didn't think I'd have to say this, but because the Xbox Series X is failing to deliver anything in this department, this is actually a thing. We have a remake of a beloved PlayStation game known as Demon's Souls. Of course, this game is not for everyone. The level of combat in this game is difficult and requires a little bit of skill to master, but that's what makes it so satisfying. Then we have yet another fighting game aptly labeled as a looter slasher known as Godfall. While the waters are untested on this game, it does promise next-gen visuals and at the very least a pleasant gaming experience. Then we have the one game that everyone is unanimously on board for, which is the Spider-Man Miles Morales game. I'm expecting gameplay similar to the PS4 Spider-Man with enhanced visuals and probably a few new in-game mechanics. But the game I'm most looking forward to is Astro's Playroom. Okay, that was a joke. The game I'm most looking forward to is the Demon's Souls remake. But the fact that they have launch games that people are actually interested in is what seals the deal for me. Number 5, incredible thermal improvements. As every PS4 and PS4 Pro owner can attest to, not you PS4 Slim folk, we're sick of having our own personal jet engine sitting atop our TV stands or our tables. There's nothing more we'd enjoy more than knowing our consoles won't burst into a pit of flames with all the various noises it's making. And believe it or not, Sony has heard our outcries. The PS5 has been outfitted with the most gargantuan heatsink I've seen in a system to this day, and it has been outfitted with the most gargantuan fan. It's a big fan, which means we're getting some of the most capable cooling in a next-gen system. Everyone who's had the chance to fire up the PS5, basically all the big tech YouTube channels, have claimed that it is the quietest and coolest running next-gen system they've experienced. The PS5 might be big in stature, but all of that is to accommodate its very effective cooling systems. And that, my friends, tops off the list. Is there anything that resonates with you on this list? For me, it's the thermals. I can't wait to get my PS5 in hand so I can hear just how quiet and non-jet engine-y it is. Is there something that wasn't on this list that you think should be on this list? Let me know in the comments. I'll catch you in the next one. Internet modem designs for all.